Remarkable
Media.
Cafe.
Remarkable Media.
Cafe. Remarkable Media Cafe.
Good evening. I'm Molly Gates, and I found some stuff on the internet. This week, I thought we would look at some pictures that I saved from Tumblr back in 2013. I would argue that was about the prime era for Tumblr. It's possible a lot of these aren't even available on the internet anymore, so possibly exclusive. Let's take a look at some of them. Come on, baby, don't be like that. I brought you some toast. I think about this one a lot. Oh, there's a baked potato. I wonder how you clean a butter stain off your guinea pig. I've never had to do that. I used to have a guinea pig. I never put butter on her. Books for tall people. I wonder what they are. I'm 5'2". I wouldn't know. Bossy bus. Get on board. This is another one of those images that lives rent-free in my head. Get well soon. I don't think he's gonna. Dog hands. Domo-kun riding I believe those are called bunchies. I learned way too late what those are called. Ease off the ass. This one's also in my partially burnt out signs collection. I think it used to say please keep off the grass. That's my best guess, but ease off the ass. Eucalyze legalyptus. Well, legalyptus has been mostly eucalyzed since the creation of this meme, but look at this face. Here's a duck wearing shoes, or a goose, or some kind of a bipedal bird. Did he request them? If we can't, we won't. And that sounds like a solid business strategy. It's like, if I can't, I won't. So why should we expect anything less from Tyre's leg? The other half of the door has most of the information. Everybody hates Everybody hates ketchup pre-cum. I now call it that inside my head most of the time, but sometimes when the company is appropriate, I will actually call it that, because it's basically what it is. I mean, there's less ketchup pre-cum if you shake it. Here's a kid with dog hair. My burrito slowly fell apart. This is Tumblr being self-aware. A spot just for you. Peanut butter. Little protest. Vegans are evil. Eat meat. I have deep emotional feelings. Don't be mean to greens. Potatoes. This is such a cute and gross picture all at the same time. Although I imagine slime is a lot easier to clean off of a hairless cat than a cat with hair. The same question as the butter pat, They do make hairless guinea pigs, but that wouldn't look as much like a baked potato. Take action. Take control. Quit school. Oh, what an unfortunately placed advertisement. This mustache has its own mustache. Everything was about the mustache in 2013. Sometimes I wonder how the millennials with the mustache finger tattoos are doing. I hope that they're okay. Here's 3 guys playing Jenga, and they're really invested in it. They're locked in. I can't decide if it's funnier if it's 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. I got no panties on. Not weird when a turtle says it, because you expect turtles to not be wearing panties. That's just generally their default state. Lucky turtles. Welcome to the internet. Please follow me. I feel like this is going to be me. Actually, this might be me now. Whole day I'm fucking busy. Only get few money. I want this pouch. I would bring it to work and get myself in trouble, probably. You wrecked them, we fix them. So that's what I've got for Tumblr posts. I've got many more, I'm sure. I might do another one of these someday if I feel like it. We will wait and see. So I've put together a video grab bag, a lot of music this time, which I feel like no one's going to be mad about. So with all that being said, check this out.
There's no better way to show your American pride than waving the American flag. Now, bring that same spirit indoors with the amazing electronic waving flag that always waves proudly. Just press the button and watch it wave and play two of America's most patriotic songs, including the Star-Spangled Banner. Press again to change the tune to My Country 'Tis of Thee. Flip the switch and it waves silently. Wave the flag in your home, your office, everywhere to remind everyone what it means to be an American. Make every day Flag Day. Show your pride. Wave your flag. Let freedom ring for all the special heroes in your life. Order the waving flag now for only $19.95, and you'll also receive this magnificent collector's Liberty Coin Proof, a $10 value free. Just pay processing. Order online at thewavingflag.com. That's thewavingflag.com.
Und auf den Wiesen hüpfen die Häschen wieder, die großen Ohren wippen fröhlich zum Beat. It's Bunny Party, alle hüpfen auf und nieder und alle Häschen singen laut dieses Lied. J, 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 heute ist Bunny Party. J, 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 wir hüpfen zum Beat. J, 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 heute ist Bunny Party. J, 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 wir singen das Lied. J, 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 heute ist Bunny Party. J, 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 J,
Hello?
Joan, where are you?
Almost there.
Give your family on-the-road safety and convenience with a Radio Shack mobile phone. Now just $399. You save $300.
Well, a built-in speaker lets me hear and talk to you and keep my hands on the wheel.
That's great.
I'll call you back. My car's stalling.
A 30-number memory gives you instant auto dial, and you'll feel more secure knowing help is just a phone call away. Radio Shack's mobile phone. Easy to install and only $399 at Radio Shack, the technology store.
We received an invitation in the post one Monday morn to attend our cousin's wedding in the town where we were born. The do was back in Kerry, so wishing to be frugal, we trod the net to find some decent travel deals on Google. Cheap flights, cheap as they can be. Bedad, we found an airline selling flights for 50p.
Diddly-eyed and died and died and died.
Well, we clicked onto the website and were mightily surprised to find the actual cost wasn't quite as advertised. We'd forgotten airport taxes had also to be billed, but a bargain is the bargain, and begorra we were thrilled. Cheap flights, Stansted to Tralee. At isn't every airline offers flights for 50p.
Diddly-eyed and died and died and died. Diddly-eyed and died and died and died. After studying the website, we decided it was best to pay priority boarding so that we'd sit three abreast.
Three abreast, that's the best.
And of course we'd all have luggage, so that's an extra cost. And then we paid insurance in case our cases might get lost. Cheap flights, it's obvious to see. There must be extra charges when the flights are 50p. Mnya, 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 key change.
At last the flight was booked with all of the additions. We'd read the reams of small print of terms and conditions, and then pick up the charge for using Visa, which was drastic, cause how the feck are you supposed to pay if not with feckin' plastic? Cheap flights, we paid the feckin' fee, cause by now we were committed to the flights for 50p. Diddly-eyed and died and died and diddly-eyed and died and died, and someone's being diddled and it's us, so it is. A-hone, a-hone,
Now I don't know if you've tried locating Stansted on a map, but checking in at 5 a.m. is a feckin' load of crap. These are bandits if you try to catch a train or underground, so a taxi to the arse of the world was more than £100. Cheap flights, we should have gone by sea. There's no such feckin' thing as a feckin' flight for 50p. Feckity, 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 feck, feck, feck. Feckity, 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 feck, feck, feck. Then at last we reached the airport where we had to pay a fine. The feckin' feckers charged us cause we hadn't checked in online. And finally aboard the flight there's an extra class of tax, cause the feckin' feckers feckin' charged to use the jacks. Cheap flights, I think you must agree that only feckin' gobshites think there's flights for 50p. Feckity shitty feckity feck, shite bars. Feck, shite, feckity shitty bars.
Sad verse. Well, finally we landed and tried to shuffle up the aisle, but the steward sent us down to the back with never a hint of a smile. And as we heard this announcement, our hearts gave a terrible thump. If you haven't prepared to use the steps, you'll have to feckin' jump. Cheap flights are harking on to me. You're an idiot if you think a feckin' flight is 50p. Feck!
If I were you, I'd get a good friend, baby. David Cameron insists his NHS reforms will go ahead. That's despite the opposition he received in the House of Commons a little earlier this afternoon. The Prime Minister set out his proposals, but opposition MPs say they simply don't go far enough. They want more done in his plans to reform the NHS. Now remember that NHS reform was a key plank of the Conservative manifesto, and the Prime Minister says he's committed to delivering these changes whether he gets the support of the House or not. We might see a phase over the next couple of days where he'll try to engage with some of those party leaders to try and convince them that this is the way forward. This is where the savings can be made without a loss of service to patients still waiting to be treated. But these are going to be some very tricky negotiations because the opposition MPs have already said they don't think they go far enough. We'll have to wait and see what the next 48 hours brings, but certainly the Prime Minister is going to have a very hard time.
Yapma bana numara,
Yapma bana numara.
sizin için ölürüm, sizi böyle severim.
Yapma bana numara.
Yapma bana numara.
Yapma bana
sevgilim ama seni böyle seviyorum, sizi böyle özlüyorum, sizi böyle bekliyorum. Sokaklarda yatarım, şimdi oldu babane, yapma bana numara, yapma bana numara.
Coming round again, slowly creeping in, time and its command. settles in its place. Shadow in my face, it's pressure in my day. This life, well, it's slipping right through my hand. These days turned out nothing like I had planned. It's coming round again, slowly creeping in, time in its command. It settles in its place, shadow in my face, it's pressure in my day. Soon enough it comes, here it is again, slowly creeping in, time in its command. Soon enough it comes, settles in its place, shadow in my face, undignified and lame. Yeah.